5, 4, 3, 2.
Crank it, Jerry.
Welcome to Into the Wild, the official podcast of the Washington Wild Pigs.
What do you hear? What do you say?
It's the best sports podcast in the world. Wait, is that true?
If you're committed enough, you can make any story. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
Now, here's your host, Kyle Dawson.
Did you get the popcorn?
The Washington Wild Things take it by a final of 11-2. Back on our Wild Things Baseball Network postgame show, our Into the Wild podcast highlights package. Kyle Dawson with Danny Erb to wrap it up for you. Let us begin with the scoring. It was a first inning that saw both teams score tonight. An error that allowed Cam Feltz to reach and go to second base would start the ball game. Feltz would swipe third base a couple batters later, and during that same plate appearance, Joe Johnson, the first baseman, hit a ground ball to second. At the time, Ethan Wilder was there for Washington. That plated a run and made it 1-0 in favor of Windy City. Washington did not wait long to respond. Caleb McNeely on the third pitch of the bottom of the first inning homered, his sixth of the year, to make it 1-1. Look to respond to the top half of the first inning run as McNeely puts a charge net to left center field. Ranging back to left fielder, looking up, that ball is gone. It has snuck over the wall for Caleb McNeely, and that is number 6 on the year. There's your response.
Here we go.
One swing, hitter's count, fastball out to left center.
Leadoff dinger. He hammered that 106 miles per hour off the bat. That ball went 400.
The scoring would halt until the top of the fourth inning. The Thunderbolts back on the board there with a solo homer by Kingston Miniak, his second of the year, made it 2-1. And then Washington got going, and the going did not get very tough for Washington in doing so. The Wild Things with one out saw Wagner Lagrange single, Andrew Check walk to extend his franchise record on base streak to 53 games, or 54 games on the streak for Check. A walk to Quincy Lattimore later, and Robert Chayka hit a grand slam back-to-back nights for Washington with a grand slam. That 4-run homer essentially made it 5-2 in favor of the Wild Things.
There's the pitch from Mikolajczyk. That one hammered to left field, back towards the wall, and that ball is gone. Smell ya! Another grand slam from Robert Chayka. Back-to-back nights, the Washington Wild Things go grand salami, and this one off the bat of Robert Chayka. How about that, Kyle? Well, you can tell the bullpen this time the announcer jinx is in our favor. There's 4 runs of support from us on the headsets.
You didn't need it, but you'll take it. Like I said, those are nice, but you don't necessarily need those all the time. First homer of the year for Robert Chayka.
Yep, first one.
Would add 4 in the fifth inning. A RBI single by Wagner Lagrange brought home Ethan Wilder, who had doubled to start the inning.
Here's the pitch to Lagrange. Lagrange sends, and he sends that one into the gap. Lagrange will turn around first, and he will stay there.
After Lagrange singled, a double by Andrew Check made it second and third. A couple batters later, Robert Chayka lined a triple to the gap to bring home both of Lagrange and Check and make it an 8-2 lead for Washington.
Chayka sends that one into the gap, and it's going to go. Chayka's going to round first. 2 will score. Chayka rounding second, heading to third, and Robert Chayka with a triple.
Chayka himself would score. The next batter, Evan Berkey, in his first plate appearance of the day, doubled homer run to make it 9-2.
2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 out. Runner on third. Here's the pitch to Berkey, and Berkey sends that one into the gap. So the Wild Thing bats keep going, and Berkey's on his horse to second base. Here's the throw, and Evan Berkey is safe with an RBI double. The Wild Things are slugging right now, and a little silly from Berkey at second base.
Washington added a run in the bottom of the 6th inning on an RBI double by Ethan Wilder that plated Caleb McNeely.
Here's the payoff pitch. Wilder sends that one fair ball. It's going to get down. Run will score. Wilder on his horse to second base. Wilder will stand alone at second base for an RBI double. Wilder's second double back-to-back innings. Deja vu.
And a run in the bottom of the 7th inning on an RBI double by McNeely that plated Evan Berkey, who had reached on a fielder's choice. In Schaumburg, Illinois, liner over the head of the first baseman Johnson and toward the corner for McNeely, going to be extra bases. Berkey in to score. That is the scoring. The totals: Washington 11 runs on 14 hits, 1 error, and Washington tonight leaves 6 runners aboard. Windy City 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and only 2 left on base. The winner tonight is Zach Kirby. Kirby goes to 3-1 on the year, and he was brilliant. 8 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts, and a homer allowed. The 8 innings are a new career high for Zach Kirby. The loser is John Mikolajczyk. He is 0-1, his first decision. 5 innings of work, 11 hits, 9 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 homers allowed. Hunter Dupai, Eric Hildebrand, Matt Swilly, all with no decisions for Windy City. Hunter Stevens, a game finished, but no decision. There is no save today. Stevens throws a 1-2-3 9th inning with a punch-out to seal the deal for Washington, and it's an 11-2 victory to take the series. Washington's 3rd straight victory, 16 of 22 on the year. And like we said going to the break, Danny, the boys are buzzing. And that was certainly the case tonight in a 9-run victory.
Yeah, I mean, the vibes are at an all-time high right now in this ball club. I mean, how can't you be? You have Zach Kirby, who comes in, pitches 8 great innings. I mean, he had control of the entire game. He gave up a home run. That was really, that was it. You know what I mean? That was his only earned run. The other run came from the error that, and then a single from Kuzemka. But besides that, man, I mean, 7 strikeouts from Zach Kirby. Again, the pitching was great tonight. Back-to-back nights, the pitching was great, and the bats helped them out. I mean, Caleb McNeely starts off the game, leadoff home run. Boom. There's your run support early on. And then those 4th, 5th, and 6th innings were, I mean, that's obviously where the runs exploded from. You had the grand slam. You had guys doubling. You had Robert Chayka almost had a cycle. I mean, the bats are batting. You know what I mean? It's just, it's great to watch, you know, how much they've progressed this season and come into their own. As, you know, they started off, we keep talking about those first 3 games, they got swept, and then each game they've progressed and got better and better and better. Last game they have 8 runs. This game they have 11. Heck, maybe next game we have a 20 bomb. But yeah, everything is perfect right now in the world of the Wild Things, and we're definitely on our high horse right now. But yeah, it's hard not to be excited about this ball club right now and how they're playing.
16-6 is a good number. Yeah. That is the league's best record, even if New York and Schaumburg both win tonight. And right now, in the top of the 3rd in Schaumburg, must have been a rain delay out there because Florence leads 4-2 in the top of the 3rd. I feel like that was in the 2nd inning like an hour ago. But we played a 2-hour and 16-minute ball game tonight, and it was seen. I guess they didn't really assert it here at the ballpark, but it was seen by 2,123 here at the ballpark tonight. The announced paid attendance that sees the Wild Things go to 16-6, drop Windy City to 9-15, and Washington will have a chance to sweep the series tomorrow as Malik Barrington takes the mound for Washington against Windy City's Will Armbruster, a Washington native. Finale is at 7:05 tomorrow. It is Summer St. Patty's on a thirsty Thursday with the Coors Light Brew Crew presented by the Molson Coors Beverage Company. Fans 21 through 30 years of age that are registered for the program get a free ticket to the game. All fans 21 and older can responsibly enjoy dollar Coors Light drafts. And we'll have some fun tomorrow at the ballpark. If you can't be with us,
there you go. And
you can be with us by going to the ticket return box office, WashingtonWildThings.com, or calling 866-456-WILD. we will have you covered on the Wild Things Baseball Network. Airtime roughly 6:50 tomorrow night. First pitch at 7:05 p.m. Between the Thunderbolts and the Wild Things, until then we say so long. Thank you for being someone who served it on the Wild Things Baseball Network. Good night.
Put it on a shirt.